If you like knowing about releases and new releases and pre-releases, you are in the right place. Okay, we're going to go through actually a bunch of stuff from Germany, that some of that is pre-released, some of that is newly released. And I'm Lisa from Puzzles by Lisa, and please register. And we're going to just start immediately so you can see all the beautiful puzzles that are available, and I just got a bunch of them. So the first one here is a puzzle by Pixie Cult from 2024. It's called In the Magical Forest. The original actually date for release is going to be July, but there is one place you can get it in Germany, so I did. I'm in the middle of the puzzle right now, and it is beautiful. Pixie Cult has very kind of like magical style, and if you don't know Pixie Cult, I highly recommend knowing them. There is a beautiful lion, there is a beautiful fox, there is a beautiful, and all of those things I highly recommend to check if you like that style of puzzle. Okay, the next puzzle is Gelini. That's a brand new Gelini. It's called Gelini Makes Music. It's by Jorgi Zardanchek from 2024. Again, release date is July. I've already finished this one, and there is another one coming on with a kitchen. Actually, it doesn't even have a name in English. It has a name only in German, but it's like a Gelini Make Music or Gelini Play Music. And they play music, of course. And it's fun, exactly like any other Gelini. There will be one coming on in the kitchen, and we'll get that when it's getting out, but that actually like is also supposed to be July. Is this one. That one is called Map of Seville, and this one is also from 2024. I guess most people wouldn't want to get that one because it's kind of difficult, but I get a lot of the stuff that is actually newly listed, so this one is one of those things, and it is really cute. I think if you don't want to get it, I understand, but if you do want to get it, you can know that this is there. Actually, Carolina Says Design was a person that did this thing, but again, I know it's not like everybody's taste, basically, so your pick if you want it or not. One that I believe is like probably going to go better is Lady with a Fan. It's like an art collection by Gustav Klimt, and it's from 2024 as well. And if you want to know how many Klimt we have total, we actually have total of 5, because there is, of course, the Virgin, the Kiss, and some of those, and there is some in golden version and some in real versions. So depending on like what you like, but this is basically the newest one in the art collection. After that, I don't know if you know this series. This one is called Safari. It's rear view mirror, and that basically means that you see the image, basically like what you'd see if you were in a car and you looked at your rear view mirror. So one, it's basically like mirror, so it's like the other direction. But basically, like I've done one. There are 3 in this thing. One is traffic jam, another one is police, and this one is Safari. And this one is, of course, from 2024 by 2 Indigo. And there is actually another series that is a mirror series, but that is a different one slightly, because like here it's also like more twisted because it's in the mirror, in the rear view mirror of a car. The other mirror is basically just the opposite direction of the puzzle. And now another series with 3. This one is called The Pool. It's Holiday Resort number 3. It's by Nicholson Illustrations. It's from 2023 actually, but it is just newly released right now. And there are 2 other ones, the camp and the hotel. And I have all 3 of them. I haven't done them yet, but this is like another thing that you probably want to know that is newly released. And it's slightly more busy if you like that type of thing that is very comical and kind of funny. So this comic series is really, really new from 2023. I love it. Okay, so the next thing we have is also from 2023. It's called Pikachu Challenge. It's from the Challenge collection. It's Pokemon, of course, the artist on this one. It's from 2023. It looks kind of horrible. I don't know when I'm going to tackle that, but it is definitely looking like very, very difficult. maybe more than even any other challenge that I've done. And I have a video on the challenge, so if you want to watch the one that have been existing up to 2022, you can see them there. I really think that this one is taking a different, step into some of my challenges, even with the My Little Pony and the Star Wars that I've done. I don't really know what I'm going to do with that, so wish me luck if I do it. And then there is a series called Cities of the World by France Leroux, and this is a city called Maastricht, and that's also from 2023, but it is also like very newly released. And this one is a series that actually like very hard to collect all of them. There are 18 in the series, and there is a twist, by the way, because you see here he's like hiding something. So that artist basically like is having something weird happening in each one of those puzzles, like somebody's on the floor or something like that, and you don't see that on the box, but everything else is like pretty much the same like the box. So kind of comical, fun. Each one is a different city in Europe. Well, no, not just in Europe. He has actually Rio and stuff like that. So yeah, it's like each one is a different city in the world, and then basically like you have some part that he doesn't show you, and the whole kind of like story, and this doesn't say that on the back, but the previous ones did, is that him and his wife like travel and like puzzles, and so he's doing illustrations and they travel in the world, and then he's actually like making, I think his wife's name is Nancy. I do need to check this thing, but that's basically like the way that he's doing this series. The next one is one beautiful one by Jack Otanio, and it's called Stone Flowers in Hawaii, and that's from 2024. And if this style is like seeming to be actually something that you recognize, that's because Jack Otanio did the Boston puzzle that was in the world competition in the finals for pairs, and so this one is just a much easier puzzle than the other one. I'm also in the middle of working this one out, and so I think I'm probably going to finish it hopefully really soon. I've done all the blue stuff, I've done like these parts, and so I'm making some good progress on that. I'm doing a lot of puzzles at the same time, so actually like that's the way I like doing that on foam boards. And now I should actually do a video to show you my puzzle room and tell you more about like what I'm doing. But we'll see another one by Jack Otanio just like in a minute. So he's probably like an upcoming artist with Ravensburger. Okay, I wanted to show you two that actually are not new, because I don't know where they're from actually, but that's a very interesting one. So both of them are puzzles from something that's called Puzzle World, and I believe that somebody there just decided to do like my Ravensburger, but just with some branding. But I thought that those were very, very interesting because they were very colorful. So this was one, those umbrellas, and this was another one, those yarns. And I just had to get them because, of course, I got them used from somebody, but I just had to get them because they were so colorful and so beautiful. And so I thought I would probably really enjoy doing them. But I just wanted to show you that because I think that there will not be any other opportunity to do that soon. Let's continue here with the 750s. So this one, it's called Romeo and Juliet. It's Art and Soul. Like this series has 6 puzzles in it. All of them are 750 pieces. All of them are much more difficult than the usual stuff. It's only 750 pieces that are actually regular size pieces. They're more shiny than the usual, and they have a giant poster in the middle. So maybe what you want to know about this thing is that it comes in this type of bag, which is slightly dangerous because pieces tend to get stuck inside. And this poster, which I told you is super big and have some stuff in the back of it. I don't know who's using those posters, but I don't know why they're printing them. But if you like that series, then check that out. I'll do a video about this thing, but there are 6 total. And this is another one of them. It's called Amazing Nature. It's from 2024 as well, by Petra Brown. The other one was by Sebastian Rubiano. And this one I'm going to do tomorrow. But I've done all the rest of the 5 from that series, and so that will be nice to actually make a video about this thing, because then I can show you very easily. And if we are into another interesting series, there is this series. So this series is called Exit the Circle, and it's basically like an escape puzzle. And what it does, you are actually building something that is a circle in the middle, and you're building like the rest around it, and then there is some guide that helps you actually solve the riddle. And I've done London and Paris, and there is Rome, and now there is like these guys that are actually like some specific years. So this is 1683, and this is 1883, and something that I got slightly before now was this one, which is 2083. So I believe like this is going to be like past, like more past than actual like future type of thing. And I've done only 2 out of the 6 in the series, but I think it might be like interesting to actually like show how that works. And as I said, you have a thing inside. You can see that somewhat here, that it shows you actually like that wheel in the middle, like how to solve the riddle that comes in this thing. I don't do those for the riddles, I'm doing that for the puzzles. But if you're interested in that, that might be like an interesting thing to consider as well. And continuing with stuff that is pre-released, we have this one. It's called Hello Vinyl. It's part of like Andrea Tilk from 2024. Andrea Tilk is an artist that is doing a lot of like collage, very organized type of stuff. I love her. I didn't think she does puzzles still with Ravensburger, because I think that most of her puzzles before... No, she had one actually last year, some fishing, maritime memories type of thing. But for the most part, a lot of her puzzles have been from 2011 and such. But it looks like she's doing them again, because 2021, 2022, and 2023 she had a puzzle. But before that, the last one was in 2015. So definitely like an interesting one. I really enjoyed this one. Of course, I've done it the moment I got the box, because I can't really like wait for that kind of stuff. And it was beautiful and really fun. And then one more that I got is mushrooms from the new Circle of Colors that have 6 puzzles in them. I've done 5. I'm waiting for the last one to come. It's a round puzzle. It's from 2023 actually, like, but somehow not available like everywhere. And this was very beautiful. I really like the black background instead of the white background that existed in the previous Circle of Colors, and I think that it's absolutely beautiful. Anyway, that I got another circle one that is pre-released. It's supposed to come up in I think soon, but that is Pokemon Round Puzzle 2024. I really enjoyed doing this one. It was very, very easy. Of course, like, it's not like other things. The picture is like very much, you know, kind of like pointing you to exactly where to put everything. And we're going to finish with the 1500. So the first one, probably going to be one of the most successful. It's called Welcome to the Circus by Zoe Sadler, 2024. Again, pre-release, supposed to be in July. And if you are not patient, you might be able to get it now. But this was basically like one of them. I'm in the middle of this puzzle, so I'll give you an update when I'm done. I love Zoe. I've done a bunch of her puzzles. I still have to do the 2,000 pieces and the 5,000 pieces, but I've done all the rest, and I'm in the middle of this one, so I guess I'm doing this one. This one is another Jack Otanio. It's called the Blue Tree of Venus. I'm planning to do it. It's 2024. That's not pre-released, but it's just like not being sold anywhere around here. So if you're in Germany, you might be able to get it. If you're here, you're probably not going to be able to get it. I have to try it. I think it's easier than it looks, but I will need to try it in order to tell you. And then the last puzzle that is like newly released is this one. It's called Cordoba, Spain by Adobe from 2024. I love those types of puzzles. I think that the point of Ravensburger is that it's much more successful in Germany and places like that rather than in the US. And maybe I'll say a word about that. Basically, Ravensburger knows that US likes more kind of like colorful puzzles that have been painted, versus in Germany they are totally fine and happy about puzzles that have been just photographs. And so they make them more available there, and Ravensburger, yes, is not bringing all of them to here. And I guess that's not 100% correct for everybody that likes puzzles, but it's correct enough to actually, like, it's been tested. And so if you really, really want some type of puzzle like that, you do need to get them most of the time from somewhere else, and you can't actually get them in the US because they're not going to be available on Amazon, not for prices that are not having any international related shipping and stuff. Um, with that, this is the haul for now. I will add photos of what I finished already, which is not all of those yet. And I would say thank you for watching. Please register and subscribe, and I promise I'll make you more interesting videos. I hope you enjoyed this one. Thank you. Bye bye.